Rorera Truth Wave Television. Matuura-Ini. Rorera Truth Wave Television. Matuura-Ini.
Na mtazamaji wetu wa Truth Wave TV, tunashukuru sana na tunakukaribisha hapa. Natumai, I hope your week was well off and you had a wonderful week. My name is Msoh, and once again I welcome you to our amazing show, How Farming is Related to Godliness. And I just want you to feel free and engage with us. If you have any question, feel free to reach us, and we will appreciate and feel honored to once we see that comment. So today we are going to focus on a very important subject when it comes to matters related to farming. You know, sometimes when we talk about farming, there's one perspective that we should look about. When I decide to farm, what does soil fertility, how can I be able to manage, how can I be able to know my soil is fertile? That is a very important topic we're gonna focus on today, and we're gonna engage and ask questions. And right here on the show, I have once again Reverend Muhoro join us. Karibu sana Reverend Muhoro.
Thank you
for being with us. I hope your week was wonderful.
It was good. It was good. We had a wonderful Sunday service. And we have enjoyed this part of the week, and we hope it will be all well.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate, once again we say thank you so much for being with us here and also taking your time for joining us. So today we are talking about soil fertility. So we want to focus mostly because we've been talking about how farming is related to godliness. So when we want to engage in this question, what exactly is found in fertile soil? What can we say we find in fertile soil?
Soil is medium in which plant grows. And it is supposed to have all that plant requires for good growth. So in this case, a fertile soil is that one that provides all the nutrients the plant would need in sufficient amounts. Not only the nutrients, but they should be in sufficient amounts. It should also have water, because all nutrients are absorbed by plants when they are dissolved in water. And it also need to have warmth. There is air that is very important in the soils, because there are many activities that need to be supported with the oxygen, and there need to be exchange of oxygen and carbon, so there is that aeration. There is the structure of the soil itself, the way it holds the roots and the rest. So there is a lot that we should have, so that we call us so fertile. And with the time, that's what gets lost, and we have to replace it.
Okay, so I understand over time many farmers have lost soil fertility. And how can they relate, and how did this soil fertility did it reach to this point? How did it reach to this point?
There are many ways of losing soil fertility. One is from the produce, is in the produce that we harvest. We usually take that produce away from the farm, and when we are doing that, we are taking the nutrients away. And there is also the other ways of carelessness in the farm, where we have soil erosion by weed or water carrying away the topsoil. There is also the use of agrochemicals. Some are too strong. They have killed the microorganisms that are in the soil, and microorganisms has a major role of aerating the soil. They turn over the soil, they add organic matter. So all those ways are there through which we can lose soil fertility, and it is actually those ways of losing soil fertility that God was calling us to attend when you say take care of your soils.
Okay.
It's good at the beginning, but you can lose fertility with the time, as I've mentioned. There are many other ways. Fertility can be lost by going deeper levels that cannot be reached by the roots of crops. We call it leaching. We also have fertility going to the air when the when the sun is hot, fertilization.
Yeah.
So we can have all those losses, and that causes us to be very careful about the soil. Sometimes to do the tests to know exactly what is in the soil at any particular time. And before you do a crop or before you do farming, we say do soil testing first to know what you need to put in, because we have lost a lot in the time.
Okay, so what advice can you give to the farmers who has lost that fertile soil? Like what steps are they supposed to take to recover that?
I've given you I've just mentioned the first advice, soil testing. And soil testing was not easy some time back because we only had the research stations doing it. But we have private companies that have come up now to do soil testing. I mentioned one called Shamba Sank. That is doing it very well. It's coming all the way, it's going all the way to the farmer and collecting the soils, or actually helping the farmer to collect the soils and testing it, and within a week you have the results, and they are well explained to you what you have to do. So farmers now have no excuse of not testing the soils. The other is when you know now what you require to put in the soil, then you go for the right fertilizers. We'll talk about them later. Fertilizers, they're supposed to return what you feel is not there. And sometimes we say never plant a crop before you put fertilizers, because you don't know how much has been lost with the previous cropping. Yes. And
okay, so that like many farmers right now hear about organic fertilizers, and sometimes you wonder, what fertilizers are we supposed to be using before we even figure out which fertilizers, which organic fertilizer or which one?
We have two types of fertilizers. You have mentioned one, organic fertilizer. The other one, we call it inorganic fertilizer or synthetic fertilizer. In the first one that a farmer should use is organic fertilizer. And we usually advise farmers to make their own fertilizers, organic fertilizers, by composting, making a compost material. And that one is something else that we explain later how it is done step by step. But this is simply getting the crop wastes and the animal wastes, piling them together, and you let them ferment. We have a very important organism, the bacteria and the fungi, that work on that material to make a very good organic manure. And then beyond that, we have people who are trying to process those organic manures into a better manure that can be analyzed and be known what it has. Like we have, it's good I mentioned this, we have a fertilizer called Sicogan, so from Belgium. This fertilizer comes with known nutrients, with known amino acids, with known other things, so that when you apply, you know how much you're applying of the nutrients that I mentioned that we need to have in the soils. We have another one that is coming from China called Nutriplant fertilizer. Is also working very well. And the other sources, the farmers are even making their own. But I would like to advise those farmers making their own that they try to analyze their organic manures or organic fertilizers, so that they know exactly what is there. Because out of soil tests, we are going to have recommendations of telling farmers we need so much nitrogen in this, we need so much phosphorus, we have very little of potassium and others, and we tell farmers try to apply fertilizers that are rich in this or the other. You cannot tell farmers to do that when they are just going to manure that is not analyzed. So if you tell them that your farm is lacking phosphorus, they'll go for phosphatic fertilizer. You tell them it is lacking the other, you go for what gives you that. So we have that one in organic fertilizers that are there. With the other side, I mentioned inorganic fertilizer.
Yeah.
This one is synthetic. It has been made with a lot of science, and there are many chemicals involved. Some of those chemicals have been known now to have side effects.
Correct.
Like they are causing acidity in the soils. They are not very friendly to microorganisms, and we fear them.
Yeah.
And it's good them that are making those fertilizers to come in and try to see whether some of the problems we are having in farming are related to their fertilizers, so that they can be able to adjust. Otherwise, we are recommending that farmers, the safest fertilizers to use today are organic fertilizers.
Okay.
And something else, and if I may add, is that the consumers of farm products are very much going for those products that have been grown organically, because they also fear chemical residues that might be in the products that have grown with inorganic fertilizers. So we need a lot of teaching in that. But before we get that teaching, because the learning comes slowly, let us use organic fertilizers first, because they are at our hearts.
I see there's someone asking, actually. There's someone watching us from Muhoro.
Okay.
He's asking, what are some of the good and accessible sources for quality fertilizers? Because you said these fertilizers, some people are making them. So how can I know this fertilizer is of good quality?
The best is then they come to people like us. I usually give my contact. I have several people who are making very good fertilizers, and I can reach others through those people, because it's now difficult to tell you exactly several others that other than what I know.
Yeah.
And for now, I'm saying I know Sikogan is good. I know NutriPlant from China is good, and there might be several others. And as we speak, I know many of people viewing us are having the same question, and we have the suppliers of such fertilizers hearing us. So we will tell them, come in and let us work together and give the farmers the most suitable fertilizers for best cropping.
I understand. So, what advice would you tell someone who is considering to start taking care of their soil? Which steps
the first thing I would tell someone to do, start with soil testing. And if you need it right now, I can connect you with those people who can do it. And when you do it, when they give you the recommendations, we again sit together. We have a team of people who can come to you and tell you this test is saying the results were like this, and this is what should be done. If you don't start with knowing your soil, then it's like a blind man. You can end up putting good seeds and good other inputs, and you end up having very bad products, or very bad, very low yields with poor quality, because the soils were bad. Soils are the mother of farming. If you don't have a good soil, then you can destroy whatever you are doing.
Okay, I see. So there's also Nancy from Kitangela is asking, sometimes I feel like doing soil testing is not the right thing if we don't know the correct organic fertilizer we should be putting.
And now I'm saying now we are not there now. Yeah, we'll do the soil testing, we'll do recommendations, and we'll tell you where to get the fertilizer.
Okay.
We thank God that we now have people who have come up, and we have proven those fertilizers in a few days, in the demos in various farms, and it's good that we have reached that level. It's not that like we were some time back.
So will you give a farmer what actually advice will you give a farmer to start protecting and maintaining the fertile soil or their land, maybe to make it more productive and be able to gain that healthy soil that you're talking about?
Now the first thing is that the farmer need to appreciate the fact that our soils have been are not the same. Whatever they had, the good they had is gone. When you accept that, then you go into finding out what can I do to recover what is lost. And I said there are many ways of losing soil fertility. The produce that you take away from your farm goes with the nutrients. The produce, the soil erosion that occurs in your farm takes away nutrients. The sun also, that heat also takes nutrients and the rest. So when you understand that your soil is not fertile, the next thing is how do I recover it? And to recover it, we have said, one, the first thing is put in organic fertilizers, because they have what you took away. Number two, try to conserve what you have now put in the soil. And one great way that I mentioned another time is doing mulching. Because in mulching, you are trying to prevent very many things. The heat of the sun will not hit your soil to take away the nutrients. And the other is that mulching will prevent soil erosion to occur. Mulching will rot to become organic matter, and it also conserve water that you need always in the soil, so that you can be able to take the crop can take nutrients. And there are many other advices that we can give. But farmers, please agree that we need now to approach farming with knowledge. And we say little knowledge is dangerous. You might think you know, but you do things in a bad way. But do it with it. I know it costs money, but don't fear the cost, because we are also working out and thinking very hard how we can connect that good farmer who is doing it the right way with good markets. And out there, the consumers are looking for organically grown products, and they will not mind even to put in some little more money to pay the farmer for production of such things.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you so much. No, there is this one question someone raised. This is Brian from Riru. Also, is asking, how did you manage to get that much knowledge in farming? And yet me, I'm here 25 years, nothing, no benefit.
No benefit in terms of...
so he hasn't specified.
No benefit. I said I'm a trained agriculturist. I've learned the conventional way of farming from a very recognized college by that time, Egerton University. And above that, farming is my passion. So whenever I get teachings about farming, I run to them. There is this Farming God's Way course that I got in 2 years. It's usually in Kejambi, and schedule is there. I can give to anyone who will be interested, and they will teach you how to do things organically. I have that and much more from the exposure I've had in my life. As you look at me, I'm a bit elderly. I've also been there for some time. I've been in the farm for about 40 years, and I'm still learning. I don't know it all. And even Brian, as he says, he doesn't know much. Maybe he has something that I don't know. So I like to have meetings with such people, and we exchange them that want to learn.
Correct. Thank you.
I'm sure Anne here is learning a lot.
A lot, given that I don't know anything about farming. I really appreciate. So we really say thank you so much, Reverend Muhoro, for being with us in this show and for educating us. You know, we learn every step of the way. We appreciate. We will continue more further, and we will explore. This topic is very bold, and we can be able to know and learn much more. I appreciate. Thank you so much, our viewers, for watching us. We appreciate, and thank you for being with us. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that now you'll be able to make your file to be your soil to be fertile right now. And you can reach Reverend Muhoro, Bishop Muhoro, maybe talk to you. Maybe if you want advice, Bishop, you can give them your number, maybe.
And you have my contact. And for them that want to maybe reach me very quickly, my phone number is 0722 680 312. 0722 680 312.
Thank you so much. I hope you have gotten it, our viewers. We really appreciate. Time is not letting us, but now we will have to put an end to the show. But until next time, we will continue boldly. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Once again, my name is Msoh, and this is a show how farming is related to godliness. Till next time, bye bye.
Thank you.
Wave Television. Maya Gutura. Baking, DJing, guthaka piano keyboard, videography, hairdressing and beauty ona mathomo ma computer. Tukora wa mweki Kasarani kungathara mweki secondary school. Marihi maitu matwaranaga na muhuko waku irirugamiriire training, material cia training ona certificate iria tukuheaga warikia kothi na tukagwethera